Hi guys, my name is Josh, or as you may know me as Dodatech. Today I'm going over a $1,400 gaming computer. Now this is for, well, not everybody, because not everybody has $1,400, but it's for the more intermediate to high level gamer who maybe wants to do some video editing or other stuff like that. For the processor, we have the Intel Core i7-4790. This is a quad-core processor with hyperthreading. Its base clock is 3.6 GHz and its boost clock is 4 GHz. It's also got the Intel HD 4600 graphics. It's on the socket LGA 1150 and it's only $396. For a motherboard, we have the Gigabyte H97M D3H. This is a good motherboard since it's M80X, but it has all the features we'll need, like supporting up to 32 gigs of RAM, the LGA 1150 socket, and it also supports Crossfire, and it only costs $117. Now, I've been using this memory a lot lately. It's Kingston HyperX Fury, and we're going with 8 GB here. This is 1866 MHz memory. It's got a cache latency of 10, so 10, 10, 10, 30. And it's only $104, so it's really cheap. It's one of the cheapest kits of RAM you can get, but Kingston's a reliable brand and, well, this RAM's no exception. For an SSD, we're going for the Kingston SSD Now V300. This is a 120GB SSD that has a 450 megabits per second read and 450 megabits per second write, so it's quite snappy. It's also SATA 3, 6 gigabits per second, and it's only going to cost $75. For a hard drive, we went with a Western Digital Blue. We went with a 1TB drive that spins at 7200 RPM. This drive also has 64 megs of cache, and it's only $67. Now, we actually threw a DVD writer in this build. We went with the Lighton standard DVD reader writer, and we only threw this in because we had a spare 20 bucks, but if you wanted a Blu-ray, you could throw that in. But basically, just find any DVD burner you can that's cheap, if you want one. Like I said, it was only $20. For a graphics card, we went for the XFX Radeon R9 270X. This is a 2GB card with a RAM clock of 5.6 GHz. Its base clock is 1000 MHz and its boost clock is 1050 MHz, and it's only going to cost $219. To power this build, we went with the Antec TruePower Classic. We went with a 650 watt power supply, and it's 80 plus gold, so it's going to be very efficient. Antec makes really reliable power supplies, and this one's no exception for only $119. For a case, we went with the Bitfinex Prodigy M. This is an M80X case, so you can fit 2 graphics cards, but if your motherboard, like the one we've chosen, has the second PCI Express 16X lane at the bottom, you can put a sound card or something like that in the middle. This case is great because it's got USB 3 and everything you need for only $99. Lastly, we went with a copy of Microsoft Windows 8.1 Home 64-bit. You can go with any operating system you want here, but we went with this one because it's our cheapest option from my distributor for only $139. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, leave a comment if you have any questions, or comments in general, and as always, don't forget to subscribe.